It's 5:30 a.m. in Norway right now. I haven't worn a watch maybe since maybe I got a watch for my birthday when I was 11 or something. But still, this is what you do when you talk about time. You just look at your wrist like this. These delicate wrists. It's delicacy. This is clearly born to be an aristocrat. Hi, it's me, Scott. We gotta work on heat some more. We gotta work on the heat visualization that we are doing for TwitchCon North America. So let's do that. Let's just start. We just got to get in here. So we were working on. Oh, that was weird. Don't stream that. Sometimes the Windows Snappy thing. I, in general, like the Windows Snappy thing, but sometimes I feel like it doesn't do the thing I want it to do. Okay, so I feel like this is just a new project, right? Like, we've definitely got stuff to push in these other repos, but I think I wish there was an outline view like there was and it is in the macOS Finder. I don't remember how any of this works. Heat viewer is all this stuff. Okay, so I think we just want this. Do we actually share any code? I can't remember. Probably we share this, right? Yeah, but let's make it all standalone. So we just need a new friend. Or just do this. TwitchCon North America. I saw you swear life is yours. I saw it. I saw what happened. Okay. We got so many things to do. Where do we even start? So we could choose to do this. What's the right answer here? We could choose to do this with Socket.io or WebSocket connections. I feel like Socket.io is going to be a little, gosh, it's tough. Socket.io has more overhead, but I feel like it's more robust and it's going to reconnect and all that fun stuff. So let's stick with that. And then, oh, I should start a timer because I'm working. Okay. Whoa. In here, this thing, this is all we have. Oh, yeah, we did the event thing. Do I care about using this thing? I guess I could. Doesn't really matter, right? Yeah, it's fine. For now, let's just do this. Oh. Okay, we got this. We got this. We got Tone.js. Maybe there's a new version of that. Might as well update that, right? As long as we're just doing stuff. Forgot. Oh yeah, this brand new version is gonna be great. New features. It'll be so good. Let's update Socket.io while we're at it. No, 220. Okay. So let's do one of these and one of these. And one of these. Yeah. And then I think I like this better. Get over here. Okay, so localhost 8080. So we have so many things to do. So this is already broken, so we're off to a great start. What's wrong? This is what happens when you just arbitrarily decide to upgrade a library. A library? Oh, also the stupid audio context thing. Oh man, forgot about that. Ignore that for the moment. Okay. So what's wrong? Okay. First argument to what? Polysynth? Okay. But it still says it is in the documentation. That's old though. Well, that still looks like probably the thing. Let's try the documentation. Oops. The number of voices. Should I not be using this version that I just... Oh, this says it's docs for 13.8.25. Am I like living in the future? May I not be using 14? Or can I? I mean, I got to this straight from here. Okay, whatever. We'll use the version in the documentation. How about that? Okay, so all kinds of things to figure out. Like, how did I do the tempo? Tone transport, start. I don't even know how I did it. So I said like a tone sequence to a tone transport. Is this automatic? I don't know how any of this works. I don't know. Oh, maybe I should do it. BPM. Okay, so I mean, oof, but we're almost certainly going to want to do some stuff like this. Which maybe I'm already doing. Cool. Doesn't seem like that's correct. Oh yeah, I gotta do this. Sure. Of course. Two beats per minute. Awesome. Okay, that was the thing we definitely needed to do. We're just really checking things off. Oh, another thing is in general, like the color background, they wanted something easy to key. What's the easiest thing to key? Just straight up green, probably, right? Buzz Lightyear green. Inactive we did with alpha. Ooh, a power at 2 BPM. What a mixing of worlds. Okay, this looks like a nightmare, but they're gonna key it. So one thing, like the biggest new thing here is that it's more like you vote for. We essentially want a monophonic mode. Also, there's definitely a bug. Like if we switch here and then switch back, yeah. Like we only clear the last dude. I don't remember how. Like when we hit a new column. So this is where, yeah, this kind of sucks. So like last column becomes invalid. So we can't really rely on that. We kind of need to go through and turn off everything that isn't us. So like sort of like go through everywhere and turn everything off and then turn on, which is not that big of a deal. I mean, it's probably fast enough. But yeah, we probably just totally need to get rid of last column. We don't really use it in any other context other than just turn off the last column. Schedule the draw. Yeah, this is not great. This is where we look for the active thing, and that's how we play. So we just need like new strategies for all this stuff, but none of it should be super hard. So here we probably need to just loop through all columns. How do we know how many columns we had? It's probably something like this. And then based on an index, current row, current column. You gotta do one of these. Who's that? Who's playing jams? The mapping is gonna be kind of weird. Then we want to get so this is going to just loop through all columns and turn them all off every time. And that's hopefully still works. Nailed it. There's add. Is it not remove? How do you remove something? Class list. I thought it was remove. Yeah, is that alright? Yeah, just remove this. Okay, so hopefully this fixes the bug. And hopefully that time keeps ticking. Yeah, okay. So that's good. Now the whole thing is that we want do I want to force monophonic? So here's the whole thing we got to do now is when we click, we just look for anything that's active. If the current row is the active row, turn it off, which we don't have to do this anymore because everything gets turned off always. And play the sound. So really, active row really means active cell. Right? Like active row just means also what I told you was not true. We do have to turn that off because that's active row, not active column. Okay. So we'll go through and that'll delete the thing. So the big deal that's going to be different is when we get a click, we want to toggle active row. That the only place that happens when we get a click, we add active row. Really, we want to say add, right? Or do we end up in a weird scenario where we end up with both active and inactive? Possibly at this moment. But instead of that, we want to do something like set like a click count on a data field. We want to do it in raw JavaScript. Data set. Never used that before. Can I use? Oh. Okay. So then I want to do something like row data set dot and then when I look at somebody, is there really a thing I can do? Is it going to be smart enough to start at 0? Nope. So that's okay. We'll just do this. Calling this row is a weird idea because it really is a cell. Maybe I'll rename all this so I'm not too confused. Okay. So basically what I want to do is when it's time to execute, I want to go through and find the one with the biggest number. Like, so that the... So, like, you're always voting for what the next thing will be. So instead of toggling this, we always want to add. I don't know if this is really better, but it's something. Yeah, so now we would say instead of looking for active row, we want to look for whichever one has the most clicks. So to do that, we need to loop through, and if it's 0, then it's 0. So so we'll start with row index equals -1 and int row votes equals 0. And basically, as we loop through here, we want to get the current row, and then we want to say if current row dot dataset dot click count is greater than row votes, then say row votes is equal to that click count, and then row there's no types in JavaScript. What am I doing? And then row winner, yeah, row votes equals u, and then row winner equals row. And then down here we'll say, hey, if row winner is not equal to null, do the thing. Actually, I do need the row index. I need the row index and not the row. Something like that. And then we kind of want to like show in some way that somebody was the winner. Okay. And then yeah, ifs. And as we go, we may as well just turn everybody off. There's more efficient ways to do this, but that's okay. Equals row, and then we'll just say I wonder why I decided I needed to, that it was okay for me to draw stuff here but not down here. It's pretty weird. I think there was a reason I did that, but now I don't know. Something about scheduling with the timer. I don't remember why I did this. Okay, so yeah, it's something about, it seems like I shouldn't be able to draw in here though, but it seems okay. So this will turn everybody off though. Current row. And then down here we'll say current, then we'll say row winner. Class list, and then add. Something like that. Oh, we need to also reset the data. We need to reset the counts. Every time. So like basically the vote happens between, excuse me? That was weird because they were a tie. So if I do 1, 2, and 1, 2, plays the first one. If I do 1, 1, 1, should just play the first one. So in the case of a tie, the first note gets it, so that's fine. But if I do 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, this guy should win. Yeah, so if I do... It gets a little weird depending on exactly when you click. So yeah, like the idea of the note that was last played needs to be different from the note that was voted for, so that's a whole thing. So if we didn't want to blow it away, one goofy way to do that would be to say, multiple ways to do it, but one way would be, if it's the winner, no, that doesn't work actually. Yeah, we want to just like cheat and like give it one vote so that if nothing happens, It's like by winning once, you'll still have a vote. So when you come through on the next play, you will get played again. Okay, cool. I kind of want to just add some more sounds. Ideally, there's just someone can steal. Not steal, just, you know, borrow. Just some simple ones that are already, just some simple synth examples? I thought that was a thing. Dang it. It's quiet. It's a quiet night on Twitch. Is anybody there? Life is yours. Sleeping. Dracolin's probably playing WoW. Yeah, synth. That's a monosynth, which actually could be kind of cool. Okay. Honey. Oof. Okay, so that's our envelope sign. Can I just do these whenever, or will this get mad at me? Was this wrong all along? That'd be kind of funny. That was maybe wrong all along. That's too loud. Square, triangle, or sawtooth? I kind of want to make a weird monosynth. Too loud. So just maybe want like simple keyboard commands. It's gonna be a big silly JavaScript file, but hey. How do you do this? Like, event.key equals. I want like the one key. Is it truly just one, or like one in quotes? Like this? One. Yeah, okay. So we'll do something like set senth. Just something silly. What's the syntax for this? That's right. I never liked the structure of select case. Like, this seems so weird. I don't even know if I'm doing this right. Can't remember. Is it select or is it switch in JavaScript? Who knows? Maybe I should do this differently. I could do something like I really just need to. I just want to know if I can do this on the fly, really. How do I want to do it? I mean, this is all just, if it's all monophonic or all polyphonic, like that's a. But if the whole thing can be encapsulated as this, like maybe this just needs to be a data structure. Like, just have a synth data or something. Just a bunch of these. And then return like this. But how do I destroy an old one? Is that like a bad thing? Should I not do that? Tone.js, do I need to like disconnect them? Will it freak out if I don't? I have questions. Synth datas. Let's just be silly for now. Let's try this. Sometimes you worry a little bit that you shouldn't do that. Okay, I should actually make like another synth data, perhaps. Seems to not work. Because I didn't do it right. Oh, but I gotta actually do something with it, right? The scope of the JavaScript's so weird. What's the scope of this now? Okay, this seems to work. What if I can set a volume in this? What was the volume syntax? It was like... all this Joker can just be... Maybe it needs to be volume value. I don't want that though. I want to set it as part of the initialization. Options are optional. Presumably I can just do that though. Like, that's not how JSON works. Of course you can't. Okay, let's just make one of each flavor. So the sign, a square, triangle, a sawtooth. We'll just have the same release for now. Whoa, sorry, why is that one so loud? Why is it so loud, Sawtooth? That doesn't make any sense, unless I'm doing something bad by like connecting all of these. No, that was just loud. Why? It's too loud, hurts my ears. Did I have others that I commented out that I meant to keep? Okay, I'm not gonna worry about this right this second. but that's good. Okay, so these are our notes. So what we chose to do is some C major 7 and 3 octaves. So that's a thing to really think about, is how many we're 12 high in the grid right now. And the reason for that, excuse me, is arbitrary, but like 12 is kind of convenient because if you wanted to just do semitones, there's 12 semitones in an octave, so you could do that. If you wanted to do 4 octaves of a major chord, you could do that. If you want to do 3 octaves of a major 7 chord, you could do that. But probably we're never gonna just play all semitones. I think we'll do keys. So really like 8 is really probably the right answer. And then if we really want to make it easy, we could inside that do 2.5 or 2 2/3 octaves of some major chord. Or whatever chord, major or minor, whatever. Because this could easily be just, you know. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E. I'm gonna try to miss one. With 4 extra, yeah. 8, yeah, 1 octave. Kind of tempted to go 8 tall. Maybe 8 by 16 instead of, that's we're gonna break. But if this was like 16 and this was 8, and then we would need to fix this. Go up to 15 instead of 31. Yeah, I'm just thinking about the best way to do this interaction, and actually kind of like the idea of saying that you don't necessarily clear it every time. You can have a configurable number of passes before you clear it. So the musicians that are playing along with this could say like, oh, we only tally votes after playing through a number of times. 32 is kind of good. 32 note run, but 32 by 8 would look silly. Would look like this. Nonsense. Although I will say, if you did, if they wanted part of the video dedicated to like people, this would be a way to do that. Oh, sorry. Why the... Way to have empty space would be good, because right now I'm only playing things for like a duration. Like I'm only playing quarter notes essentially, but I could choose probably to not do that. How do I do that? I mean, we could kind of play them as whole notes if we wanted, right? I don't like the whole notes. Maybe quarter notes, though. Eh. I don't know. It was better before. Okay. What else do we absolutely have to do? I should write something that just fills this up with 1,000,000 clicks. What happens when a heat click comes in? Or just fake click? I could do like X to like was like randomly like a random value between 0 and 1 and do this. Randomly click on the screen somewhere. Didn't I do? Using better heat example. I mean, Tone.js examples. Sounds. There's a way to just it would just show you the source code for these. And I guess I have the numbers to do the thing, but oh, that's cool. Oh yeah. That's pretty cool that it finds the closest. This works great. Click anywhere to play sound. We're doing great. Cool. Thanks. What are the Medium articles? I like the synth sounds. I just want some synth sounds, man. Was this? I should have checked. Let's see. Good bass. Is this really the thing? Like, is this really being... How do I say which? I don't understand this thing. I don't understand what's going on. How can I hear? How can I pick which note which thing I want to hear? Seems like I'm clicking this guy. That's cool. I want that bass sound. I don't want to just feel like I'm stealing it from somebody's project. I just want some examples. I mean, I like these sounds. Wish I could understand why, like how I can make these play the thing that I want. Do these just default to the most recent one? The cool track doesn't work. I don't understand. I just want some like synths that are already made and already sound reasonable. Is that so much to ask? Like, I don't like these. I don't really want to spend a ton of time trying to get to them. Like a good bass sound would be cool. Oh, is this the thing I found? Previously? I figure out how to do the drum thing. That's a whole thing to figure out. What else do I need to do? Monophonic and polyphonic. Keys, oh yeah, scales, tempo. Okay. Yeah, the keys scales is a big thing. So like getting good sounds and getting the keys and stuff working, that's like, if I do that, much of the work is done. Okay, so these are all sampled. Right, public domain sources. Add drum kits, add synths. Well, so that's kind of cool. Okay, this is cool. We could do this and be all sampley. I just want like a library of good synths. It's so much to ask. Maybe it is. Oh, I can't hear you? I hate it. Choose one instrument. Okay, out of all of these options. Well, lame. Excuse me, please. If I could even just start with those Mario ones, that would be great. I've never really liked crafting synth patches. Like, that's just not a thing I've ever enjoyed very much. this sounds so bad. Many of these sound so bad. I just want the code for you. That's so much to ask. Maybe it is. Okay, well, anyway, we've got the foundation for sense, although I realize I should probably do it like this, actually. I should probably do like actually make them instead of note data's equal and we'll just do something similar. So it really should be note status. I meant to cut both of this. So we'll go from what this is like C major 7. Let's just C major scale with some extra business. Something like that. Broke it. What's my problem? So notes. How do I actually use that? Yeah, notes there. So when I do let notes equals set notes 0, that seems okay. But then when I do set notes Even if I call it. Oh, yeah, sure. Kind of hard to tell. I should make something that's easy to tell. So we wanted to do minor. I wonder what the notation for that is. Like D3 sharp. Oh yeah, I jump an octave here, so that's part of why it sounds so good. Oops. Okay, so this should be C major plus some. And this should be minor. I don't know if that's the right notation. How do you... I forgot what that even looks like. Well, that didn't sound right. So if that is a trigger attack release... The note, okay, but... What's the right notation to use for... Oh, sure, that makes more sense. D sharp 4. Okay, that's the basics of setting notes and setting a synth, so we can change those two things. So those are two important features. We need to play pause. I thought I had something a little like that in here somewhere that was like... So maybe we can pause the tone context. Like tone.js pause play, like so we do that on the transport. Maybe. Where's my documentation? Anybody seen the docs? What was I looking at on this display? No? We can stop, we can pause. So, I kind of want to like toggle a pause though. You think this is just space for the space bar? I don't know the answer. Seems to not be. How about P? So we just need to be able to say like, hey, if you're doing your thing, stop doing your thing. But we need to like Is playing? Is transport? Is... State. We're gonna do something like if tone.transport.state equals housed, then tone.transport.play, else pause it up. Busted it. Busted it. Was it resume? I forgot what it was. Pause and... Oh, what does toggle do? If it is started, it will stop it. Otherwise, it will start. Well, I don't know if I want to stop. I want to pause. So maybe we do this. This looks silly because I turn off all the rows and then we turn off all the rows. I just say like if turn it on, else turn it off. Maybe that helps a little. Except we still do this where we turn all our active rows here, which is maybe not wise because we're doing it separate from the draw thing. I think, yeah, I remember trying to ring a bell about why we did this. kind of want to not do that here. We kind of want to loop through everything here again. A little annoying. It's not the worst thing, but it is a little annoying for sure. I kind of want to say, like, down here. Do the loop through everything again. That's not good. I basically want to say if click count's greater than 0, it's active, else it isn't, right? We only do that stuff in the draw loop. What do I do? I cut and pasted carelessly. That's what I did. I got to hiccup there for a second. Got to hiccup again. It's not good. If I do 10,000 clicks. Uh-oh. Is it? It could be the console log that is so painful. This. If I do 10,000 clicks. doesn't like 10,000 simultaneous clicks. Thousand clicks. Frequent bursts of 1,000 clicks seem not too bad. So I'm kind of feeling like, so on the client side of Heat, we already will be throttling individuals, but there could be so many people clicking. How's 1,500? It's not horrible. 3,000? Not the worst. So what I'm considering now is like throttling in multiple places, like saying how would I want to do this? Like something like excuse me. Something like we throttle individuals at the input land by saying they can't click more than 4 times a second. Maybe on something even on this end, we watch for clicks and just don't allow more than, say, 1,000 clicks per second. Like just if it's been less than a millisecond since your last click, then ignore it. And then the other part would be on the Heat server, some kind of thing. Maybe we throttle it there and say on the WebSocket side, you just don't even try to send out more than 1,000 a second. Like we just throw them away, basically. Like they'd still go and they'd still get put into Redis. And then, yeah, wherever the WebSocket, like basically, oops. Where are you? On the extension backend service, and maybe we don't do it for Socket.io, maybe we only do it, but okay, so this is WebSocket land. You know, we may not even actually be able to do it. In Socket.io land. Because you just join a channel, and then if you're on the channel, you get the business. So, it actually would be a little harder to throttle. I wonder if there's anything for that, like max messages or Socket.io throttle. Yeah. I sort of want to say like max, not max message size, but like yeah, I don't know. Like the advantage of using Socket.io is then I get like reconnect and all that stuff. But if I want to do this throttle thing, I probably need to do it WebSocket land. Could do it here, like when I go through, because alternatively, instead of even adding to Redis, yeah, tricky. I need to like maintain a list and say like for any given channel ID on a given server, don't even do this more than once per second. But I don't have any sense of, I have like user cooldowns, but I don't have a sense of, which maybe that's not too terrible, is like you get the key, you set the key, actually this seems like maybe a bug. Oh, maybe not. It means I'm counting since their last message, which is actually probably correct. Yeah, this is a user cooldown that doesn't let individual users send too much. A alternative thing would be a channel cooldown. Right here, instead of like cooldown user, I could do a whoa. What's kind of crazy though is like the granularity. PX, let's see, so Redis PX is like a number of milliseconds. Yeah, set the specified expire time in milliseconds. So that strategy would mean that no channel could receive more than 1,000 clicks. No, well, yeah, right. 1,000 clicks in a second. That's a thing I might do, is like if the channel is too, because then we like nip it in the bud. It doesn't even go through the, like 1,000 clicks per second. Okay, I will consider that. I actually kind of like that. Where's Jacqueline? He's gone. Okay, I'll think about that. Kind of want to make something that like only plays like every quarter, like just several modes from this where they like the musicians could choose to only play every whole note, every quarter note, or even like a pattern. That's the thing that would maybe make it most musical. Rather than this chaos. Okay, let's quickly add a tempo button, and then maybe I'm about done for tonight. Clear button too. I didn't write that yet. Wouldn't be too hard, I guess. Just got to iterate through everything and. Didn't I have this somewhere? ZCX, as long as we're making out bad key shortcuts. Haha, don't do that. Wait, I was already using X. Oh no. What a disaster. This will be B for blast. Blast. An annoying thing will be visualizing the voting. Won't be terrible, but it just means every click you'll have to like get the row and then adjust something to indicate the number of votes that any one lip has. To be a little weird. Which is gonna definitely slow things down. Right now, all I do on a click is really... I don't even need to do that, actually. I mean, kinda do. Oh, I make anything that has... Yeah, I can't do that. Okay, the drawing is all worked, but tough because I feel like a big thing, like gaps are important. Trying to think about how to do that. Probably want the bottom one to be the clear, and you clear the bottom and it clears the row. Oh. Problem is it doesn't like get rid of the old synth. That's not good. You want to like kill the old one? I don't know how that works exactly. Oof. Okay, what we're gonna do, we're gonna do clear and then maybe call it done. Let's make these ASDF instead. You can go back to being X. And then C will be clear. And that's where we need to like kind of do this. I'm gonna like remove and then go through these. Set the click count to 0 and oh no, and remove something like this. break? Oh, I never did it. Let's see. Do that right. Yeah, that sounds crazy. Okay, well, what did we do? 2 hours. We made progress. Everything's still lots of bits and pieces, but I think that's okay. How different it is. Like there's definitely still some bugs, definitely still some things to figure out. Great dimensions. I guess I could still decide how many steps to do. Yeah. Grid dimensions, just the number of steps, but not the height, and then that will still work okay with the mobile plan. Okay, sorry, I'm just rambling. I think we got to an okay place. Still, yes. There's a lot of work to do, but none of it's super hard. There's just lots of finicky stuff. So, like, just gotta get into finicky land over the next 2 days and over the weekend. End of day tomorrow, I need to have like something that is, you know, beta-ish to send to them on Friday. But that seems achievable because I have tomorrow pretty much all day to work on this. So let's plan to do that. So thank you for joining me. It's kind of a weird stream. Like no one talked the whole time. It's been a while since I had one of those, but hey, I gotta get back in the saddle. So thank you for those of you who are here, and thank you for anyone watching this in the future. I don't know if this is the most exciting stream, just watching me work on a finicky thing, but hey, here we are. So yeah, we'll talk soon. Have a great evening.